You are listening to the Inverted Creative Podcast. I'm Allison.
I'm Jen.
I'm Brian.
I'm Mikhail.
And I'm Nate.
So all of our pre-show talking that we do has genuinely only taught me one thing, and that's in now 54 episodes, I have no idea how to ever start these things.
And that one was perfect.
Except I stuttered on the word "so" like immediately.
We had no plan.
That right there makes it sound more genuine.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
I think it is. I think it's somewhat my fault though, because I did ask about it, and then I made you actually think about it.
Yeah.
And we could have been recording half an hour ago, probably.
It's fun to chat beforehand and just chill and get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do have a special guest with us today who his idea for the intro was to sit here in silence for 2 minutes and have people turn up their volume and see what was going on. But I don't want to lose listeners that quickly.
I thought it sounded good.
We love the sound of silence, but not on a podcast.
That was a great song.
It is a good song, actually. So was the cover by whoever did it.
The Disturbed cover is better than the original.
Yeah, I agree. My dad would kill me if he knew I said that, though. But he doesn't.
Oh, well, I mean, the original's good, but...
Yeah. Anyway, I like how we just tangented from introducing our guest today. Sam is at Mid-Course Blues, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I should know these things before.
Mid-Course Blues on Instagram, and I have a YouTube.
Ooh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I woke up one morning and
this is news to me.
I infrequently make videos.
Okay.
I've been cutting together a King's Island cinematic for the past 10 months.
I thought you were about to say like 13 years. Or...
No. Just 10 months. But is it ever going to go up on the channel? No.
Maybe.
All right, well.
It's my home park. I'll watch it, whatever it is.
Okay. Maybe I'll finish it just for you.
Oh, yeah.
I've just been stuck color grading it because I'm using it as an excuse to like try out new things in DaVinci Resolve. And every time I learn something, it makes me realize, oh, I've done it all wrong. And I have to start over for like every single shot in the video. So it's taking a while.
I completely forgot that you have posted like cinematic videos in the photography Discord that we're both in. Yeah.
Oh, did I share it there?
I don't know about the King's Island one specifically, but I know you shared the Velocicoaster one you did.
Ooh, okay. How many pictures now?
Because I watched that. I was just like, okay, this is pretty much exactly how I would envision every video shot of Velocicoaster to be taken.
Yeah, I guess I did share. I don't remember doing that. It was probably just a flex on Zach, because I think he had done some
probably. Because we will take any opportunity we get to.
Yeah, any opportunity. No, I haven't taken any video footage since I was at King's Island, so I've really just stopped doing that and just kept on with still photography. It feels like a lot of work to go and like actively video a park, or capture it on film. I don't know. It's sometimes I just want to enjoy my day. So
yeah, I run into that problem.
Yeah.
Like trying to ride the coasters, but also film and take pictures and enjoy myself.
Oh yeah, and I mean my own rule is like if I feel at any point like I'm stressed because I'm missing out on the park, then the camera just goes away.
Yeah.
I'm there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm bad at content.
I've had the same struggles, though. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My vlog style is literally just film things that are happening as I see them every now and then and put it together in a video.
Yeah. But do you come out at the end of the day happier for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'd always leave happier if I got a few extra rides on something.
Mm-hmm.
versus a
I'm
video.
usually happy either way. Like I have video to look back on and remember what I did, but also if I just go enjoy myself, I will remember that too, even without a video. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a win-win, but it can be stressful in the moment.
But also,
See,
like,
the 5 years that I've been doing photography for, like, has been just a constant search of the balance between satisfaction I get from rides and re-rides, and then satisfaction I get from taking photos as well. So I've gotten to the point where I have to include both.
Oh, yeah,
Otherwise,
for sure.
I'm just gonna be like, I need to go back.
Well, and the balance is always changing, isn't it?
always.
Mhm.
Always, yeah. So you get into a new park or something, and you want to go ride everything, but then your photographer brain says, "No, hold on,
Yeah.
you can't."
You can't turn your photographer, like, I call it I mean, I'm sure most people in photography do, like, just the photographer's eye. You can't turn it
Yeah.
off,
No, you can't turn it off.
like, ever. Like, I remember the last time we were at Kings Island, for your wedding. I was like, I didn't have my camera with me because I specifically just wanted to just enjoy the park like a bit more, and just every couple of minutes I'm just like, ooh, that's a good shot. Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
shot.
it's kind of maddening sometimes, isn't it? I was just at Epic, waiting in line, the station for Stardust Racers, and the most insane sunset was going on around me. It just like absolutely crazy colors. Everything was glowing orange. And then Stardust Racers went down, and I was like stuck there in the line, wondering like, okay, do I bail and go grab my camera, or do I stay in this line in the hopes of getting the night ride that I actually want? And I stayed in the line, and it was not worth it because they just emptied the queue. And,
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I have really bad luck when it comes to that ride, but I did finally get on it the other day. So.
What'd you think of it?
That is how I feel about it.
No. Here.
It's a hot
Hear me
take, but
out.
that's how I feel about it.
No. I think
No. Nothing more needs to be said. Just leave it at that.
no. It's hard because I really like it, and I think it's probably in my top 5. I don't really rank coasters, but I have had more fun on Stardust Racers than any other coaster in like a long while. But ride force wise, I feel like there's a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't a dueling coaster, I'm not sure it would be there for me. And the nighttime dueling aspect just really, really bumps it up. Stupid fun coaster, which is
Oh yeah.
why it's one of my favorites. But like by itself, if I'm just thinking about the ride by itself, I would probably rather ride something else.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I went back to Universal to get on it though, because I went in February and that was during one of its extended closures. And I had 5 whole days at Epic where I was just looking over the fence at it.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, it was really painful. But I went back.
Yeah, no, Stardust is really confusing for me to like think about how I feel about it, like as an experience versus as just as objectively as I can think about a coaster. Like the first half of it, I do find really quite repetitive, and I'm always someone of like I've got to be feeling multiple things.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
I completely disagree with you there because I'm somebody who just really, really loves repetitive action, and the constant like repetitive airtime in the first half of Stardust Racers is what I'm there for. I just want to
Okay,
get
so
yoinks like over and
you
over
don't
again.
disagree that it is repetitive. You just like that.
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is repetitive,
Distinction,
and I like it. It's once I get
Yeah.
into the second half where I'm like, okay, I could be doing something else now.
No, see, I love the second half.
The second half is good, but after you get out of the celestial spin, I want to go back to just getting yoinked.
That's fair.
Like
That's
over and over again.
fair.
But I will say the second half is better at night because you've got the trains like actively
like
crisscrossing each
weaving
other
under and
and
over each other. And
yeah, and that is a wild visual.
awesome.
Yeah. I got to ride green at night. I think yellow was during the day when I rode it. But yeah, it was much better at night.
It is. Yeah.
I do miss it a lot. Like I miss Stardust. And the other day I was just thinking about just like I could very easily just fly over to Orlando and just ride Stardust right now.
Yeah.
Or drive in my case.
Oh,
So
driving in your case, yeah.
I think this is one of those rare rides for me where the atmosphere and like the vibe of the ride is potentially stronger than the ride experience itself. Because the extension of like celestial parks, like Art Nouveau, like Art Deco kind of thing, like goes into the Stardust Racer station, and it just looks like a train station kind of, and you get that whole like travel feeling like while you're queuing for it, and
For sure.
and then it's got like awesome music, and I don't know, it just gets me so hyped before I get on the ride, which I feel is really important for a coaster.
So first of all, try and guess who listened to last week's episode real quick.
Okay. To be fair, before I ever listened to your architecture episode, I did architecture research when I was writing about Epic Universe.
Nice.
Okay.
Because Celestial Park is like so distinct.
Yes. It is.
And so jaw dropping that I was like, okay, I gotta know more about this. So I did poke around.
So yeah, second thing was going to be like, we did as much as last week's episode lasted 2.5 hours. We did not spend enough time on Celestial Park and the architecture around Stardust Races.
Oh yeah, you really didn't.
We just need to have
we did not do that area justice.
Our epic deep dive part 2.
Yeah.
That's something we need to do, honestly. So. That's something we can go into more. Yeah. Well, before we turn this into another Epic Universe episode.
Yeah, right.
Sam, if you want to tell us about yourself, obviously you're very big into photography, and we brought you on here mostly because of the magazine you started. So if you want to kind of tell us your story.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Sam. I am a photographer. Been doing about 18 years or something.
Wow.
Ever since I started going to amusement parks, I took a little Kodak point and shoot with me, and was just always taking photos. So I've done it a long time. It's only been recently in my adulthood where I really got back into it, and realized that I have free will and I can just jet off to go ride roller coasters if I want to.
It's a great feeling, isn't it?
It is such a great feeling, and like it doesn't even happen when you have the resources, like the funds and time to do it. It's later when you're like, why am I so bored all the time? Oh, right. I could go ride a roller coaster. No, so I really got into theme park photography recently, within the past couple of years. And I've been having such a good time doing it, practicing photography and also just seeing what everyone else is making in the community. That I just found myself like always wanting to make things, like put things together to show people. And a really big part of my childhood was printed materials on roller coasters. Like I had limited internet access back in the dial-up days, and so whatever I could get from the library, was my source of theme parks outside of my little circle. And I just had
so hard.
like I liked coaster books, and so as an adult I was like, well, I better make a coaster book. So I did. I made a coffee table book called Machines Above Us, which is a really fun project, and I shared it with a few people, and when I was done I felt kind of like hollow, like, okay, well, what am I going to do next? And I realized I just wanted to keep doing that, but put it in a little more accessible format, so more people could get into it. Because the coffee table book price point isn't super friendly, but a magazine is. So that is how ParkDay happens. ParkDay is a theme park photography and arts magazine. So it's not really focused on reviews or industry news or anything. Like, it is just about the visuals, and it is a way for people who make visual art to show off their work. So it's got like a gallery format. Each issue has usually 2 to 4. We've had 2, we've had 3, and we've had 4 different features, like little galleries within the magazine, from an individual creator, and it's just fun to look at. There's lots of full color photographs, lots of things to see. That's my story. I put roller coasters in print,
And not a lot of people do that right now.
No,
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Not
It's
now.
really sad.
One, I know you mentioned like you don't do anything like with news or anything. That feels like a very good fit for the podcast, because neither do we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do news.
Yeah.
We don't do speculation and rumors. We just focus on parks and creativity.
Yeah.
And
Well,
have
I
some fun with
mean,
it every now and then.
it's occasionally it's fun to like talk about news and whatnot, but creating content around it is exhausting.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
have to be first. You've got to move fast. And that's not something I ever want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hobby project for me that I like to do, and I want to keep it that way.
And it's just like, no major news happened today at all in the industry. We're recording this the day they announced Air Force is closing. Or
Rest in peace.
Atlanta.
Fun Spot Atlanta. Yeah, Fun Spot Atlanta, America, whatever it is. But who knows what's going to happen to Air Force.
We can talk about it creatively, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna speculate.
yeah.
Yeah, I did a little doodle at work of the ride being eaten by kudzu vines.
Okay, no, see, that fits in with our theme though.
Yeah, yeah.
Coaster doodles.
Yeah.
I used to do that on my math notes in high school.
Oh, yeah. Submit them to the magazine
I will have to find them.
if they're good.
I did a very intricate B&M track in the quarter of calculus notes at one point.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm there for it.
I will try to find that picture.
Man, I
nerdy.
did so many coaster drawings in my notebooks in school, but they're just all top down, like bird's eye views of the layout, where I would just mark, like add height markers to be like, okay, at this point, we're at 215 feet. And then the straight line would continue, and another marker would be like, okay, we're back down to 15 feet. We've had our math that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would do it like that.
Yeah, I searched on my phone real quick. I don't think I have that picture on my phone. I'll have to find it though.
Oh well, yeah. Follow up on that. Yeah, but no, that is me. My intro. I'm sure there's a lot more that will come up. But.
Yeah, I was gonna ask my own question real quick. What's your camera brand of choice?
Oh,
It's a loaded question. It sounds like.
well, people are gonna.
This is gonna.
It's okay, Mikhail and I have
It's gonna-
already had our
This is
scuffle about it.
Yeah, I shoot on a Nikon, and I
Yes!
like it. I like
There it
a
is.
lot. But at work, I use Sony and Canon. I don't like Canon. Like, I distinctly really dislike using Canon cameras. They just don't.
Wow.
They just don't fit my hands well.
Yeah.
But
Same.
Nikons do.
Same.
I use Sony, so I'm like not offended by that. But like
But
I
they
always
found
every
it for the
time
podcast. Weird.
every time I argue with a Nikon person like Mikhail, we're like, yeah, Canon's fine. It's in the middle. But I'm
Yeah,
actually
like, I just-
yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I really like my Nikon though. I think Nikon is a really, really underrated brand. I mean, my C6 III can go out there and shoot like ProRes RAW 4K video at 60 frames per second, and you don't get that on a lot of consumer cameras.
Yeah. I'm not like a pro photographer either. Like I'm just doing it for fun and trying to make it look as good as I can. So I'm just shooting with a Sony
Yeah,
Alpha 6000. Like it's nothing fancy.
Yeah, that'd be good for you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask that. I thought that would be a very funny topical question.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Macau, which camera specifically do you have?
So I had, I was gonna throw a photo of it in the theme park photography Discord. I just never got around to it, but I just recently got the Z6 III as well. Like
Nice.
about a couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'd upgraded from the original Z6,
Oh
and
yeah.
like done a ton of research on, because I'm getting into like, I guess, more lucrative styles of photography, just in the Vancouver, Southern British Columbia area, and determined that the like, I mean, like, not to get too far in the weeds, but like, if you're looking at like upgraded autofocus and
Oh yeah.
just different, very specific needs.
Yeah. Going from the Z6 to the Z6 III was a
Yeah,
game changer for like paid shoots.
for sure. Yeah,
Like I'm not gonna miss a shot due to focus.
exactly.
It's
Like,
gonna nail it every time.
wildly better autofocus,
Yeah.
better performance in low light, more versatile, like, video capabilities as well.
Mhm.
It would, and as soon as I identified that the Z6 III was an option, like, as opposed to the Z8, which is like $1.50 like more expensive, I was just like, oh, this is a no brainer. And
Yeah.
as soon as I got it, I was just like, oh yeah, I made the right choice. I love it. I
Yeah,
love the Z6.
it's a good one. It's so funny because in that photography Discord, I think there's been a flood of people who like all bought Z6 IIIs.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
no,
got
100%.
one, and then like a few weeks later, Zach messaged me, and he was like, "I got one too." And then my little buddy Ian,
Oh,
he
Ian,
got one. Yeah, he got one.
you got one as well.
Yeah, like we're
That's
all shooting with the Z6 III.
That's awesome. I know the conversation has slowed down in there a little bit, but just like the back and forth between basically you three and then sometimes me and a couple others as well was like just some of my favorite like conversation, like,
Yeah,
on
man,
Discord in general.
I need to get back into that again. See if we
um,
can breathe some life into it.
and it's so funny as well because like, while I was just trying to weigh up like the like advantages and reasons to upgrade and everything, I had been doing that for a good while, and then I happened to, because I had known that me and Zach have had like a similar, like, because he had the Z6, like the original Z6, when I got it as well. So I was like, oh damn, we have the same camera. He might have had the same DSLR, but even before that, as I did as well. And then, so I happened to check back on his Flickr account.
Yeah.
And seen that he had upgraded to the Z6 III, and I was just like, oh, of course he has. Of course he has.
Yeah. So I think I mistold it earlier. When after I upgraded, he upgraded to the Z6 II, and I was like, okay,
Yes,
buddy,
yeah,
like, nice
I
job.
did see that.
And then I remember because I had been creeping on his Flickr.
So funny.
It feels like I'm confessing something. I'd been looking on it, and I saw that he had a Z6 III, and I was like, okay, so you weren't going to tell me.
That's so funny, because then like, that's what, I don't know if you saw my message in the Discord. That's why I like tagged him in there, and was just like, hey Zach, how do you feel about the Z6 III, having just seen on his Flickr account that he upgraded? And I was just listing off like the reasons why I was thinking to upgrade. And then I think that's when you jumped in and was just like, I love my Z6 III, and I'm like, he's got one too. I was like,
yeah, I got it. I think I got it the week it came out, actually, because
okay.
I've been shooting with the Z6, and I don't want to like get too far into it, but Silver Dollar City had called me for like kind of a last minute job, and I was planning a trip up to Cedar Point like right after that, and I was looking at my Z6, and I was looking at the new release, and I was like, I'm gonna justify this because I'm about to go get paid for
Right.
photography, so yeah, that's how I upgraded.
And there's a big enough gap. Like there's a big enough gap performance wise between between the
it was worth
original and the Mark III. That it's like it's a no brainer. I didn't really think there was much gap between the Mark 1 and Mark 2, but definitely between the 1 and 3. I was like, there's definitely something I need.
I'm not going to be able to go back to anything else. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, Allison. Are you going to delete all of that? The 20 minutes we just spent.
Look what you did, Nate.
Hey, you know,
this is your doing.
It's creative. It's photography. It's about our guests. So I think it aligns. I just interrupted Allison before she asked a question.
Oh yeah, what question were you going to
I was going to bring up John Mike's question to kind of get more into the magazine. I definitely vibe with the magazine more than photography, to be honest. But that's just me as a graphic designer. But John Mike asked, what inspired you to create a new physical media magazine in an increasingly digital age?
Yeah.
I think really just because I like it. I mean, that kind of comes down to the reason why I make a lot of what I do. It's because I enjoy it, but partly because I think, especially over the past year, being online, having an online presence when you're trying to share something you've made can be just so infinitely frustrating.
Yep.
Like especially on Instagram, because you have something that you just really really like, but once you click post, like the algorithm's not going to show it to people, or the odds of it being seen for more than like 0.7 seconds are pretty low. But like if somebody were to hold it and there was nothing actively changing, like they'd look at it for a second longer and maybe notice something more about it that you wanted them to see, but they weren't going to in the first place. So that's kind of why I wanted to create something in print, because it's just a good feeling to hold something in your hand and be able to look at like little details and kind of explore an image or a visual, instead of rushing past it. And I think I wanted to give a place for the other people who are experiencing that same frustration, a space to show off their own work too. That's kind of the goal of ParkDay Magazine. It's I like to think of it as just like a community scrapbook.
I like that description actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because each one has a theme, correct?
Each one doesn't have a theme. I think it's just been this last issue that's been like specifically about Epic Universe. Okay. So we have two, and the next issue is also going to be about Epic Universe. And then once that's out of the way, we'll get back to a wider mix. But I intentionally wanted it to feel pretty diverse in terms of like when you go from one collection to the next, like you're getting something totally different. Which I really haven't had to hunt down. Like people have supplied some pretty awesome stuff that just naturally works together.
Nice. So it's like it's more naturally free-flowing process to the actual creation of each edition.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah. Well, and if I treat like a community scrapbook, like there's elements, of course, in the magazine that tie it all together, but essentially what I'm doing is like people submit work to it, and I'm able to just pick up these beautiful pieces and then put them where I want it, and be like, okay, well, that's the vibe. And this one's gonna have Hollywood Red Bride Rocket and Velocicoaster and King Taka and Stormrunner, and like that. They all work together. I probably wouldn't have paired them together otherwise because they don't really fit a theme, but it's fun to go through all of them. I also, this is a very new project. I think if I were to put too many guidelines in place for people to submit, being like, oh, I really am only looking for XYZ, I think that just would turn people away, and that's not what I want to do. So
Does the choice of software you use to kind of the design do the design of each, I guess, each page throughout the entire, from like front to back, like does it have much influence on how you set out, like, your uh layout of collection of photos and all the rest of the text and the content in there?
I wouldn't say so. I think when it actually comes down to laying out the magazine, that feels like a very free flowing, organic process. Um, and I think it just kind of happens once I sit down to do it. But I always have a pretty good idea in my mind of how things are going to fit together in terms of the order of the collections
Okay.
and whatnot. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, just my mind kind of just went to, I don't know whether you use like Adobe Creative Cloud, or if you use another set of
Yeah.
like software apps to create like the entire thing.
Adobe InDesign.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Team Adobe. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you
Page,
go.
page layout. It's standard.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like from the idea of just the decision making in the process of putting everything together being very free flowing and naturalistic. I was wondering if, as someone who is not adept at like I use Adobe Creative Cloud myself, but not InDesign specifically, just thinking about does it give you the as much creative freedom as you would like to put everything together?
Oh, I
Which is
definitely think it does. I mean, that's something that works so well about the entire Adobe suite. It, you can just move between programs pretty seamlessly.
yeah,
So if I hit a wall in InDesign where I'm designing for print, so blend modes are different in CMYK than they are in like RGB,
yeah,
and I'm just really not able to achieve what I'm looking for, I can always just go into Photoshop and design a layout,
for sure.
um, and then place that in InDesign and retain that specific image that I want. So I wouldn't say that my choice of software has ever like limited me, and I think I have a lot to explore,
Yeah,
honestly. But the magazine has a very very simple layout. Like it is uh, pretty bare bones by design, because I don't want to take any attention away from the actual work that's being shown.
for sure.
So yeah, it's usually a pretty fast process laying it out. Putting it all, gathering all the content is what takes the most time, and
Nice.
preparing the content.
Now, do you have a graphic design background, or did you just kind of teach yourself when you decided that you wanted to do a magazine?
I work for an advertising agency,
Oh, okay.
so design is part of my daily routine. I would not call myself a designer, though. I wouldn't call myself a graphic designer. I would call myself a photographer and a videographer and maybe a page layout artist. But I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm a designer. Because the majority of the design work I do at work is page layout. And I think I do have somewhat of a natural affinity for like things in print, books in general. I wrote books before I got into photography. I wrote books that don't have photographs, and I just like books, all forms of books. So,
You are just completely speaking my language right now. This is making me happy.
oh yeah,
I helped start an indie publishing company in 2020. So,
nice.
and I've published a
Nice.
book, and always working on about 20 others at the same time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're always back there. Man, I have not written like a book in so long. I think since 2020, and I have been itching to just get back and like start drafting something. But yeah, something about having a magazine is eating up all of my free time. So
I understand that very much.
yeah. I'll get
Gestures
back
to my
you later.
podcast. It's eating up all my time, but I love it. Also, I did find that picture, the doodle from my calculus notes.
Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Literally from my 12th grade calculus notes.
Is that an original or is that a coaster you try to draw off of, Allison?
Probably was inspired by Georgia Scorcher. Ironically, that's like Georgia Scorcher's colors now and not what it was.
Yeah, the color it became.
That's
It was the
wild,
color it
actually.
became much later. Yeah.
It's almost like you foreshadowed it.
Yeah, because that would have been, oh god, I'm going to age myself, 2007-ish when I drew that.
Mm-hmm.
So Goliath would have just opened. So maybe I was inspired by Goliath and then foreshadowed Georgia Scorchers.
I forgot that Goliath had a different paint scheme, and every time I see a picture of it blue, I just go, "Did I miss a ride opening?" Like
I honestly have the same thing with that. I keep forgetting that it's not orange anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like, it needed a repaint, but I don't know if it needed a color
it
scheme.
needed a repaint, but that orange just felt so good for
Yeah.
that ride.
Anything for that chain not to repaint Nitro.
That's true.
Anytime I can roast Nitro, I will. For the paint job.
Jen will be proud of you that you're roasting Nitro without her hair.
Well, I must do it. If she's not here to do it, I got to do it.
Carrying on the legacy.
Yeah.
Well, if she ever stops traveling and comes back for an episode.
At one point, I genuinely had the thought.
Genuinely.
Should we be worried?
Yeah.
You just didn't hear a single word from her for like days at a time. I was just like, she's okay, right?
She's just living her best life.
Yeah. Living the dream of just doing remote work from Europa Park for 2-3 weeks at a time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Not that I'm jealous at all or anything.
Remote work from Europa Park.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jen does a lot.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Well, her boyfriend works at Europa Park. Specifically, he's a Voltron ride-op.
Oh, okay. So I scrolled down in your Instagram feed and saw the Europa Park deep dive, like something about Jin's Voltron ride-up boyfriend, and I thought it was just like a joke.
No, it's legit.
No.
No, it's a very real thing.
Yeah.
Goals. That's goals.
I think so. His name's Joey, and I think he joined us for the first 2 deep dives.
2 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, because he was in America for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So we did a few Europa episodes while he was here, since we had the authentic source. They very much did a deep dive too.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He was also working remote.
Yeah, operating Voltron from Philadelphia.
I think I'm going to dispatch it now.
Yeah. Rolling station.
True. And locker strings. So there was an app on your phone that can actually do that.
That'd be scary.
I'm looking through questions, and there's a lot on here, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of which one to ask. Oh.
I think a good one would be the next one on the list here. It'd be asking about
Well, go ahead and ask it, Nate.
machines above us differs from the creation of a magazine. Like the book versus the magazine kind of thing.
Well, I mean, the book was a completely personal project. And it definitely, it's kind of centered around some personal narrative as well. So inherently, it's a bit more of an emotional project. And creating it took a lot more time because I just thought twice about everything I wrote, every photo I placed and whatnot. Whereas ParkDay, it's not, it's a project of mine, but it's not about me. Thank God. So when I'm creating it, it feels like I'm discovering something versus feels like something I'm trying to pull out of myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that process. And I like both kinds of creative workflows. But I think making ParkDay is inherently less emotionally exhausting.
I can see that.
And
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
it's just a lot more freeing as well, because I designed Machines Above Us to be, a coffee table book. It's got some piece of writing there as well, but it's a simple coffee table book. And ParkDay can look a little more visually complex. So
Plus, with the inclusion of like other photography in ParkDay, it's not all sourced from you.
yeah, no, it
Yeah.
feels good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's part of the fun of this project is just getting to see work from a lot of different photographers. A lot of people send stuff in. I've been really pleasantly surprised at how often I get submissions, and it's just so much fun to see what everyone's made and what everyone's been working on. Uh, it's I don't know. You can only look at your own stuff for so long
Yeah. Yeah. I
before
get
you see
that.
something else.
Is there something you're most proud of with the creation of ParkDay?
Um, yeah, I would say actually getting other people to be involved. Um, I have had so many projects over the years that were meant to be more like public things, and you make something and it'll just never like take off. Which is what I fully expected ParkDay Magazine to be, but the fact that it's gotten out there and people who I don't know personally have contributed to it means a lot to me because that truly is the goal. Like I want to meet more people and see more work and like give people a chance to just show off what they've made in a really nice periodical format. So I think that's what I'm most proud of, like getting it into the hands of people that I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah.
It does show like a resonance like in the in the um in the platform, and just like the enjoyment of theme parks and how we see them like on that platform when you see it amongst like people you don't know, like like beyond your friends and like
Mm-hmm.
who you give it to just get like that initial idea of it. When you see it um amongst people that you might just come across on on social media or wherever, it's like, oh, other people, like, yeah, that's like the evidence of that it's really hitting home for like a wider span of
Mm-hmm.
people in the community and everything.
Yeah, and I think it's also fun just from a standpoint of subject matter because you have these things that the social media algorithms like specific things. They like a certain style of visual. Like they train themselves to like pick up a certain kind of video. It's all based on trends, and obviously, like there's creative merit to all sorts of trends. But I think something really fun about the Park Day project is people are submitting work on a subject that we've seen, a million times just scrolling our Instagram feed, but they are definitely seeing it very differently, and that perspective may not have made it to you on the screen, but it's there in the magazine for you. It's definitely changed the way I have looked at certain parks or attractions, just seeing it through someone else's lens.
Mm.
Let's see. So one question from someone who I think I've confused with you in the past before, mid-course discourse.
Yeah, John and I are very different. I was first.
A lot of mid-course.
I was first.
You're first. But he asked, what non-coaster magazines have been most inspirational for you in the creation of ParkDay?
Non-coaster magazines?
Or is it just solely been coaster magazines?
It's pretty much been coaster magazines. In terms of publications in general, I know this is an incredibly cliche answer, but I just love National Geographic photo books so much. And I like National Geographic photographers a lot. Joel Sartori, Sartori. He's a National Geographic photographer, and he's got this book called Nebraska. and it's just this incredible photo essay of life in rural Nebraska in the 90s. Has some of the best photos I've ever seen, and it's like one of the simplest books you'll open. Like, it's just photos and little columns of writing, and I think that was the first thing I opened and just absolutely ate up and realized, like, oh, like something really can be this simple and impactful. Um, and that was a big non-coaster inspiration for me in kind of going down that photography printmaking route.
It almost kind of does feel like National Geographic, but for roller coasters, in a way.
I would love to market it that way, but I think that might get me in a
Without
little
specifically
trouble.
calling it National Geographic.
I also think that would lock
There
some
might be
people
there might
out.
be some
'Cause I don't-
legal hoops to jump
Yeah.
through.
yeah, I don't want anyone to be like, oh man, I wish there was a magazine I could submit to, and then they come across one that's like, we're the National Geographic of.
You're like, oh, I
And
can't.
it's
I
just
can't
like,
do
okay,
that.
never mind.
Yeah.
That's too intimidating.
Yeah, so I don't want to make people feel like they can't
Yeah.
send stuff in.
So off the back of well, I guess in the case of like non-coaster magazines, non-coaster photo books and photo taking and stuff, I was interested to just know more about like what different styles of photography you've taken. And you say, because you've like you said, you've been doing photography for, what was it, close to like 15, 18 years?
18, yeah. I've had a camera in my hands for like 18 years. I've done it seriously for probably about 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I was interested to hear about like what different styles of photography that you've kind of practiced in, or just like taken part in as a hobby or specialized in.
Yeah.
Like, what's your
Yeah.
favorite style?
I think my answer about National Geographic kind of reveals the fact that I like landscape a lot.
Okay.
I really like landscape photography, and I think I like 2 styles the most, and they're completely opposite, because I really love landscape and I really love street photography. And one is just like a super static subject, and it's very straightforward.
Yep.
And kind of feels easy sometimes, because like when it happens, like it happens and it's there for you. And then street photography, like you got to go find a photo.
Oh yeah.
Or be fast enough to get it. And compositions are always chaotic. And you don't know what kind of motion is going to be in the frame. So street photography is definitely, I would say, my primary passion, primary style of photography that I enjoy. It's, again, it just feels like discovering something whenever I go do it. Kind of just like investigating the world with my camera. And that's kind of the mindset I get in when I walk into a theme park I haven't been to as well. Like, I'm just going to discover it through my camera.
Yeah.
And I think it makes it a lot more enjoyable for me than just walking in and like looking around. But I also like the chaos of street photography and not really knowing what you're going to get or end up with. And not necessarily setting out with a specific image or goal in mind. But yeah, landscape and street photography. For work, I do a lot of lifestyle brand imagery, which doesn't really feel like a style sometimes, but
I think there's definitely a style to it.
There's a style, and it's like definitely you can kind of get in machine mode about it.
Machines above us mode. Bringing it back to that.
She said the thing. She said the thing.
This is such good marketing for me. Nobody has ever said the name of that book more than once in an hour.
We will mention
What
it
are we?
again.
We're at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're 3 or 4. Like this.
And
It
there's
will
at
not
least
be
one
the
other
last
question
time.
about it too.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, brand photography can be machine like. Same with portrait photography. Like going to do headshots, my least favorite kind of photography on earth. But it does pay the bills. So, what about you, Macabre?
So it's funny you mentioned like lifestyle and branding photography and things. That being a sort of area of commercial photography that I am actively trying to get myself into, just
Oh
because of
yeah.
like its earning potential in the city of Vancouver. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm kind of very much, well, very similar to you in the sense that I kind of discovered photography through theme parks, and then like what and discovered uh landscape and environment photography. Well, yeah, landscape and environment photography. It allowed me to essentially just be practicing those same kind of things through the built environment of theme parks,
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
then um also discovered how much I enjoy or like see similarities within like city life and street life photography as well. So like I kind of got introduced to one and then the other, and then kind of saw similarities and differences in both, in how in how you were saying, like with landscape photography, can you can kind of just get lost in how, comparatively speaking, easy that is to be photographing still subjects, not having to interact with people, not having to have to sort of jump that mental hurdle of, oh, does this person like having a camera being shoved in their face and,
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff, because that's a very real thing. But and kind of like through introducing myself to street life photography and things of that nature, I've kind of I have like a developing affinity for taking photos of, that include people as well, and likening that back to theme park photography,
Yeah.
in the sense of uh being able to photograph the human experience of
Yeah.
a theme park, rather than, well, not rather than, but like as well as, the theme park
As
itself.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think it is funny how often like my work side of photography manifests in the theme park photography that I do. I mean, fundamentally, I don't think they're any different. Like, it's all composing images and finding something compelling to look at. Um, but I think the headspace I'm in when I'm doing both of them is a little different. But I would say that I it always kind of surprises me when I like take a photo at a theme park and I'll be grading it later or whatnot and just think like, oh, that's that's like something I would shoot for, such and such client. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
Lifestyle was, and how like that eye that I've got for one part of photography like is still showing up here, and sometimes I'll be shooting lifestyle at work and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to throw that one out because we probably don't need an image where the subject is composed like on the very, very edge of the frame and there's
Yeah.
90% negative
Yeah.
space. Um,
I've been there.
but yeah, yeah, whoops. But yeah, they cross over a lot. And I think earlier I had said, I had described landscape as easy, and I don't want to piss off any landscape photographers. I don't think that was really the word I was
Yeah,
searching
no, so,
for.
like,
I,
yeah.
I think I was
Apologies if
searching
that was hard
for
to follow on my part as well. Just like,
no. You just echoed it back, and I was like, oh man, I didn't mean to dunk on landscape photographers. I think I meant to say it's calmer than street photography.
yes, yeah,
Not
yeah,
like
yeah,
easy, but like
yeah,
it's easier on your nervous system.
for sure. Yeah,
Uh,
no, no, no,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
100%, 100%.
but doesn't take any less skill or
Yeah,
whatnot. You're just not as like physically active.
mm,
Um, yeah,
yeah. It, like, yeah. At the very least, there is like that, just that the mental hurdle of, yeah, like I said, and it is very much a mental hurdle just in itself, not necessarily a reflection of reality, in the sense of getting past the awkwardness of thinking, oh, this person might not want their photo taken, like at any given point. But then also, like you said, the capturing the moments within, not even just street life photography, but like events, uh, if like some like forms of logistically speaking of branding photography as well, coming up
Hmm.
with more wider branding and lifestyle shots, in the sense that, like, to capture the moment, it's a much more fleeting thing to try and
Hmm.
grasp than in landscape photography, where the vision that you're looking at is much less likely to be different from second to
Right.
second.
Right.
Which makes it a whole different style as well. Not even to mention something like sports action photography as well,
Yeah.
where
Oh yeah.
that can get really difficult in that
I have
in that sense.
I have crazy respect for anyone who's able to go to any kind of sporting event and like capture it well.
Oh yeah,
That's just wild to me.
that's what, like, we were talking about the Discord earlier, mentioning Ian as well. The growth that he showed through his hockey photos. Oh my god, dude.
Absolutely, absolutely insane photography.
Insane.
The
Some of the
stuff that
photos he
he's
was. Yeah.
yeah, the stuff that he's doing. Um, like you could just send him straight on to Sports Illustrated, and
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he'd thrive.
He's on his way. Like, the improvement he showed over such a really a small like period of time was seriously impressive.
Seriously impressive, and I don't think I've ever come across someone who's been more of an active listener in terms of
Oh
like
yeah.
taking feedback and suggestions and immediately being able to turn that into a result with what he
Hmm.
was doing. Like for someone his age to even be able to synthesize that information and then apply it directly
For
is,
sure.
I think, seriously impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Yeah, really.
extremely talented, really.
Yeah, yeah.
um yeah, so I, off the back of that, not to, to like hijack like this the conversation or anything. um we were talking about uh being able to capture the human experience at theme parks, and that is an area of theme park photography that I really started to find really rapidly, actually, like much more interesting than, not to, again, not to disrespect any form of like photos being taken in any sort of scenario or anything, but I started to find it a lot more interesting personally than just taking coaster photos, as
Yeah.
great as they can look sometimes. And I started to get a lot more um like focused on people existing within theme park environments.
Hmm.
um and it's something that I honestly at the same time I was finding very inspiring about the photos that you've posted as well. And I know, like, we we love to make fun of Zach is amazing at that
Oh yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah. He truly incredible
Yeah,
photographer.
so that,
Uh,
for sure. And I wanted to I had seen just I had seen that you had written about your intention to focus on the people in the Machines Above Us book. There you go. There's the fourth
See,
mention.
there's another mention.
Uh, yeah, your intention to focus on the people and sort of like showcasing their experience amongst theme park environments and amongst roller coasters as well. And
yeah.
I would love to hear you talk on that a little bit and how
Yeah.
that process was.
Well, I think it's a natural progression. I think at some point, all photographers who are constantly taking photos of roller coasters, like they will start to notice that there's other little stories happening around that um, richen the scene.
Hmm.
And I think there's like a natural curiosity to try and figure out how to work that into what they are experiencing. But I think for me especially, the reason why I like including people in any given photograph I take is it's kind of a way to re-experience something that I've already experienced. Like it's somewhat of an emotional mirror, and I think a lot of that is specific to the feeling of like childhood nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
Because I know we all have had that experience of walking up to a theme park like as a kid and just being absolutely terrified, but simultaneously awestruck at what we're seeing.
Mm.
And that's a feeling like we're not going to feel that anymore, but you directly experience that when it's reflected off of someone
Oh
else.
yeah.
So that curiosity that I feel to know like how everyone else is experiencing the same thing just leads me to go take photographs of them. And sometimes I can catch that mirror moment where it's reflected
Mm.
right back at me. I think that's a really fascinating way to look back on your memories of a park as well, or like a trip where you can look back and you've got your own set of memories that you have, but in the photos you take, like you can start to kind of feel out what everyone else's day looked like as
Yeah.
well. And it just, I don't know, makes it feel alive.
Yeah.
So,
I,
yeah.
I, agree. I agree wholeheartedly with everything you said. It's just like
Yeah.
there's a certain nostalgia to it in seeing moments that you've felt and experienced like through your time, like growing up in theme parks and stuff, but seeing them playing out right in front of you in other people,
Right in front of you. Yeah.
whether it be some kid or like
Or
a
like
group of adult friends coming off of a really
right.
big coaster and
Or
being like, holy, that was
the group of 68-year-old like retiree bingo players who are just like having a ball over at the teacups ride or something.
Oh yeah.
Just spinning themselves silly. Like that's, I don't know. There's so many things, so many different kind of feelings like happening all around, and I think it's just kind of fun to explore that.
I definitely do a lot more videography than photography, but like I've done a
Same
lot
here.
of. Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I've done
I
a
was
lot
just
of
adding on.
videography for Buzz Bars Coaster Club, and that's kind of something that I gravitated towards a lot when I edited videos, is filming just the people and their experiences at the parks and with each other as a community. I felt that a lot more. I don't know the right word, but I enjoyed doing that a lot more than just filming coasters.
Just filming the rides, filming the coasters.
Yeah, there's A roll and there's B roll, and once you start filming the B roll, it kind of gets addicting. You want to find more of it. Look how you're obviously a pretty prolific photographer too. Like, have you made anything print wise?
So up to this point, no. I have wanted to start off by just doing prints of going back into like my favorite photos that I've taken over the years, because I still have, well, first of all, I have them all on my hard drive, but but like
Me too.
I still have really vivid memory of just my personal favorite photos that I've taken, all the way back to 2021, and I have wanted to get like just experiment with different styles of prints for those, including like canvas prints as well. Just haven't gotten around to it yet, but it is actively on my sort of on my like scope of things
Yeah.
to
And
try and do.
And you've never like put together a collection or anything, just for yourself.
Not in physical form. No,
Wow.
I've done a few very intentional sets, but just kept it digital. But it's funny because I like you said, I grew up with the obsession of finding roller coaster photos in like vacation brochures and stuff, and like keeping them, and always just like flicking through to I'd find like Florida brochures and find like Kumba at Busch Gardens and Dueling Dragons like in there, and just like go back to those photos incessantly and
That's so funny you said that, because I have a really vivid childhood memory of like going on a trip to Branson or something, and at every travel stop we were in or something, I was just collecting brochures, and I had like the side door of our minivan like stuffed.
Oh yeah,
like, the side door stuffed with brochures, and my mom was just like, "What are you doing?" And she made me throw them all away.
It's like, we don't have room for at least like 27 brochures. What are you hoarding them for?
Yeah. This is gonna seem like such a humble brag. I'm so sorry, but when I was in Branson last, I picked up a Silver Dollar City brochure because there's some of my photography in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Of course.
And I was gonna give it to my mom, but I don't think she remembers me hoarding them. So it's just gonna stay on my desk.
Yeah.
She put it on the fridge.
Yeah, just slide it on her fridge one time and be like, wait, hold on, where did this appear from? And you could just be like, you see that photo?
That's mine. Yeah.
In all the years I've been going to Silver Dollar City, I keep ever since I moved out from my parents, I keep trying to, like, year after year, change the address on my season passport. But it just never takes, and so they keep mailing my parents' house like all the special offers and mailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And usually my mom will text me and be like, "You got mail from Silver Dollar City," and then she immediately throws it away. So even if I were to go put that on her fridge, it would get tossed.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, well.
Put it on your own fridge. Be proud of that.
I mean, on the subject of Silver Dollar City, I was gonna at some point go to the conversation point of how your like love and development in photography has been influenced by your experiences at Silver Dollar City, because it being one of my favorite parks in the world, I would be remiss if we did not talk about Silver Dollar City at some point in the episode.
I think my origin story kind of is Silver Dollar City, so it's definitely had an influence on my development as a photographer. I went through a really weird period of life where I've been taking photos, I've been enjoying roller coasters, and then I got into later high school and college and just kind of fell out of that, and was only using my camera for like street photography in urban areas or like going out hiking. And there were just years and years where I wasn't visiting theme parks or doing anything. And so when I got back to that, it felt weird taking my camera into a park because I'd grown so much a photographer. I was operating like at a different level with different gear, and it felt weird to like carry in a whole backpack full of lenses and whatnot.
Yeah.
But Silver Dollar City was really the only place I felt comfortable doing that because I already knew it. Like, I knew people that worked there and they knew me, and they weren't going to bat an eye if they saw, someone running around with a giant camera, which now I think that's silly. Like, there are people with cameras all over theme parks. But it was kind of a mental block for me. Like, oh no, I can't go and, bring my camera into someone else's vacation. That's weird. So yeah, Silver Dollar City helped break the ice and give me the confidence to take what I like doing into other parks.
Nice.
And Silver Dollar City was the reason that I fell in love with roller coasters as well. So there's that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, and you like, you're bound to see so many different kinds of experiences at Silver Dollar City as well. Like, just amongst like amongst the rides, and then versus amongst all of the craftsmen's like work that they're doing and displays of different arts and crafts and stuff. Like, you can just take a like a really slow wander around like the main square, and then all of the like the blacksmith's work and all of the rest of the craftsmen, and see not only interactions and reactions between like the people that work there and the guests, but also between the different craftspeople as well.
It is one of those parks that I walk into, and like I've been hundreds of times. I know every inch of Silver Dollar City, and I've seen it in a lot of iterations. But I don't ever feel bored when I'm taking photos there,
Yeah.
because there's just always something different happening, which I can't say about other parks. I've been to other parks multiple times, and eventually I stopped feeling the need to bring my camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out Six Flags Over Texas.
You
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
might as well bring your camera there with all the lines and closures they have. I have 3 visits there, and all of them are a mess.
I'm so sorry. I just came back from a truly awful visit to that park, in which the power went out for the entire park.
Oh my goodness.
And we sat in like 100-degree heat outside waiting for them to get the power back on. And when they did, it was 8 p.m., I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get
it
to
was
ride
hot.
anything that day?
Texas Giant and Titan. That's about all.
That's about all you need there.
I was about to
Sometimes.
say, that's kind of all I care to write.
Some could argue Mr. Freeze, but yeah.
I am not a Mr. Freeze person. It is just a little too short
Yeah.
for me. I have a really hard time. I don't know what this is about me. I don't do shuttle coasters very well. Not like I can't handle them, like I get sick or anything. I just kind of hate them. Like I want to go a full lap. I like a full circuit coaster. I don't want to come back to where I started, and I don't know. They never really do much for me, even to the point where I really, really love Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, but because it has that swing launch into that backward spike, I can't move it up in the rankings. Like I can't truly love it because that stupid swing launch.
That's so interesting.
I don't know what it is. I would say the one exception is Diamondback at Frontier City. The Aero shuttle loops, stupid fun, and
yeah.
I'll always love those.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I don't want to get on a shuttle.
Have you ridden a Schwarzkopf shuttle loop?
No, I'm not. The only one we've got here is Montezuma's, right?
Yes, domestically.
Yeah.
I haven't ridden that yet, but the only one I have is formerly Psyche Underground, now Turbine again at Wallaby, Belgium. That one's fun.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Does it feel like a Schwarzkopf though? I mean, it's a really simple
It's got the intensity
sequence
for
of
sure.
elements, and in my mind, like what makes Schwarzkopf is like some of those really weird like turn transitions and the fluidness of the motion that's kind of atypical to that design period.
I would say it still feels like you're riding a Schwarzkopf. The launch doesn't feel very Schwarzkopf-esque, but to be fair, I don't think I've ridden another Schwarzkopf with a launch.
So the one that
Besides that one.
the one that you need to go and ride is
The one in Japan?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
The Bullet at
Oh.
Magica in Mexico. Unfortunately, whenever they, wake up and decide, hey, yeah, let's operate this today, shall we?
Yeah.
Seems like they average on maybe like 3 times a year of waking up with that feeling.
I would love to ride that ride, but I don't know if it'll ever happen.
So I, growing up in Northern England in the 90s, gave me the good fortune of having that ride an hour-ish drive away at Flamingo Land. And that's where I got that cred.
Nice.
And that one I mean I was a child, like a literal child when I rode it, but I remember I have not super vivid memories of it, but like remember how just I got off it and was like, oh my god, that was a ride. Like that was a huge thing I just did.
That's how I feel when I get off Mr. Freeze. I just don't have it in a positive way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the rides
that was
ever.
A ride. Yeah, that was one of the rides ever.
That was a thing. That was a ride
Yeah.
that existed.
Yeah, I'd love to get on one of the Schwarzkopf shuttle loops, though. Simply because it's, like, I'm not going to not ride a roller coaster because it's a shuttle coaster.
Right.
But I just may be a little predisposed to disliking it. But I'm always going to ride a Schwarzkopf as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
you kind of sound like me with King Dakar and Top Thrill Dragster / Top Thrill 2. I don't. It's the length of them. They're just don't last very long, and they're great. But man.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I will say, I really, really like Top Thrill 2, and that's the only shuttle coaster that has like thrilled me and felt like, oh yeah, I'm riding a roller coaster. That backward spike is just stupid high and genuinely scared me.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I love the ride.
Insane.
Yeah. No, that's a grown
not the Swedish one.
I had to get you at some point, Mikhail. No, I love Top Thrill 2. Like, I love it. I just will never like rank it that high. I won't have it over like that many. Yeah. I don't know. This is a personal thing.
I was gonna do. Yeah, I can't.
It's really good for.
It's ranked really high for me too.
That ride is really good for reminding people that you can still be a little bit scared on a roller coaster, but I don't think it's gonna make it in anyone's top 10 lists in the next 15 years or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think Top Thrill 2 would make it on anyone's top 10? Is that what you just said?
I don't think so.
I think there are some people that have it at number 1, but after people that have it at number 1, then it drops off to 11 plus.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a big drop. Nothing against the ride. It's just we're in such a crazy era of coaster design. There's so much more.
That is fair. Yeah.
To offer out there. There's a lot more dynamic rides. So.
Yeah.
It is my. And to be fair, I did not see it ranking so highly for me before I rode it. I knew I had a feeling I would prefer it to Dragster, and I do prefer it to Dragster. I don't think I saw it getting up to number 6 for me though.
Yeah,
that is incredibly high.
Yeah, I'm very I get very in the weeds analytically about just coaster design and the sensations that I expect to feel because of certain things like the height of the heart line on the seats of a train and things.
Okay,
things like that.
I do the same thing.
And it just I identified a lot of different sensations throughout the different parts of that, admittedly, yes, very short layout that really scratched multiple itches in my brain, and I found myself correct on a lot of them.
Yeah, I will say the twisting drop on Top Thrill Dragster is a moment that took me out of the world because I was not expecting the increased seat height to make that much of a difference, and it really did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was scary.
It is my favorite. It is my one singular favorite coaster moment in that entire park because.
Okay, in that entire park, I was.
Yeah. No, not
that'd be a big one if it was
coaster.
Just of all time.
At of anything you can experience at Cedar Point, that twisting drop because of the higher heartline, because of the higher seats, is my favorite coaster moment.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. What is the singular? What is your singular favorite coaster sensation though? On any ride, and I want you to get very, very hyper specific because I've got a really specific one.
I have one that you'll probably like.
You go on, Nate.
Maybe.
Because I could probably rattle off 5 or 6. Honestly, at least.
Row 8. Right. Is it right side?
So you don't know the specifics.
Row 8, right side, drop out of the station on a time traveler.
Oh yeah. That's pretty
Just
unbeatable.
the perfect spot to be. I don't know, and
Yeah.
and it's one of the few spots on the train that's almost the same every single time
Every single time.
because it is the last to rotate and you're dropping immediately. So
Mhm.
it's almost the same angle every time.
I actually prefer being on the left side because you still have that same motion, but instead of being closer to the ground, like you get to see Echo Hollow for just a little
Okay.
bit longer.
Yeah.
And that makes the drop feel longer to me because if I immediately look at the ground, drop's over. Doesn't matter where we are on it, but it's over.
I think for me, I like the feeling like on the right side, you get a little bit more of you're going towards the ground than the train is pulling you.
Yeah.
So it's more like I'm out of the seat more, I'm getting thrown more. So kind of,
sense.
The difference between left and right there. But anything in the back car of Time Traveler is phenomenal, but that's my specific favorite.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
So I'll give. So I think I don't know if I can say this is my absolute like one singular favorite like sensation to feel, but my favorite style of airtime I think is like it could be anywhere within the realm of like like floater slash ejector or flow ejector to like just straight like strong as hell ejector, but combined with like rotational lateral force as well at the same time. So you're being ejected from the seat, but then also like thrown to the left or thrown to the right. And there are two moments, or just like that kind of force combination. It could be strong positives and laterals, or strong negatives and laterals.
So like another thing you can experience on Time Traveler.
Right, yeah.
I was also going to mention Ride to Happiness, but same thing.
Much more abruptly. Like in terms of just like the rotational arcs, which is why I love Intamin so much. Like Intamin
so Skyrush
is my favorite manufacturer, like largely for that reason. So an example of that on Velocicoaster being the entrance into the dive loop in the first half, where it ejects you and then slings you off to the left as it starts to twist.
That was fun watching everybody do hand motions on the screen, by the way.
Okay. So I would say that particular moment is one of my favorite coaster moments, even more so than the Mosasaurus roll. But what makes it my favorite is not the ejecting part. It is the fact that I am still out of the seat when it is dragging me, and the pull sensation is what makes it good for me. Same thing like Celestial Spin and Stardust Racers. When you're on the yellow side, you get whipped down the other side, and then you start spinning. So like you're out of your seat, and then you're upside down, and just the constant pulling is
and that's like that's a distinction I make between Intamin and Mark, like trying to implement the same kind of like combination of forces in one sensation. I find a lot of times Intamin just does it a lot more abruptly. So I like how Mark does it, because there's one moment on Hyperia at Thought Park when you go up into the that one. Hi, Allison. In the front is where you experience it the most, where it gives you the ejector and the laterals at the same time as you go up into the overbank, the overbank into the roll. It's it's kind of like similar in sensation to the entrance to the dive loop on Velocicoaster, but a lot more seamless. On Velocicoaster, I always feel it in the front row. You get the ejector first, and like the strong ejector first, and then like half a second later you get the laterals. And that I did not see coming the first time, and it threw me all the way off.
Intamin is.
I was like, oh, that's new, and I like it a lot.
I just had a realization about probably one of my favorite things on a coaster, because based on this conversation, I love, and it's very specific, when you have the lap bar. Usually, I mean, it's almost always a lap bar in these situations, and the coaster is so forceful, it's so strong that you're feeling the lap bar and not the seat.
Yeah.
Like you're feeling so much more of the lap bar, and everything is throwing you against that. And I realized I was about to name 4 coasters that did this. Voltron has multiple moments like that. Ride to Happiness with the air roll into the dive loop.
Man.
Velocicoaster and the Mosasaurus roll mainly, and Sky Rush. And then I realized, oh my goodness, that's my top 4. So maybe that's my thing. I'm realizing right now. Maybe that's my thing.
Yeah. A lot of the coasters in my top 5, top 10, whatever, all have moments like that either just throw you upwards into the lap bar at the very least, or will just throw you to one side while also throwing you into the lap bar.
Yeah.
One I was gonna mention as well, as a juxtaposition to the negatives, but the positives, while also giving you the rotational, the lateral sensation as well. I don't know if Allison, I don't know how in the weeds you've got on Taron's layout, but in the second half where it throws the S hill at you before going straight down into that second 1 second long tunnel in the second half. You come out of the S hill, you're banking left. In the tunnel, it quickly snaps back to 0 and then banks left again. It's insane. It's insane. The German one, not the Swedish one.
The Sweden does have a couple moments like that, I'll say, but it has the shoulder thing, so it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Insane just a car crash.
It scratches an itch in my brain so well, in that layout, and it's the depiction of what, in my opinion, what makes Intamin, RMC, and Mark just the best at designing layouts.
So this is not off topic, but maybe a little bit off topic. I'm such a visually based person that I realized while you were talking about all those specific sensations on Velocicoaster that I view Intamin and Mach totally different visually in photo language. And I was earlier trying to come up with a way to say, okay, Velocicoaster and Intamin's layouts feel like they have more clarity and texture if they were an image, and Mach has more overall contrast. So the darks are deeper and the lights are higher, but there's a really soft gradient between them. And then Intamin is
just very sharp.
Very sharp, and there's texture there.
I actually agree. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Mach uses noise reduction.
Mach does use noise. Exactly. They use noise reduction, but sometimes it gets really strong on both ends.
Yeah.
Mach spams denoise in Lightroom.
Yeah. Not really. I would say Vekoma spams denoise.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, agreed. Very much.
After a light coaster, at least.
After.
So, as you guys were all talking about top moments, and I'm trying to think of mine and how they're all so different from y'all's.
What are they?
So there is a common trend between basically my top 4. My top 4 is Velocicoaster, Voltron, Stardust, Terran. And they all do rolling launches. I am a sucker for a rolling launch. Specifically,
that's really interesting. Yeah, I've always wanted to ask you why that is. That's really interesting.
I don't know. it makes me happy.
That's
it's 4 coasters that have pretty immersive theming with rolling launches, Intamin and Mach. It makes me happy. But specifically, I love the rolling launch on Stardust, where you hit the first one and you line up, and then you're that was a nice launch, and then you're boost mode, staring at the other train, seeing the reactions of the other people in the other train, and then you just disappear together.
I will say, like, Velocicoaster and Stardust do have particularly strong rolling launches.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Terran has the noise.
Oh, Terran's noise is awesome. Makes me really want to ride Red Force at Ferrari World. Like,
I still have the video that I took in 2021 of basically no one in Klugheim at the time when I took this video, and just recording the train just hit the second launch, and like no one's around me making any kind of noise. There's like all you hear is the like soundtrack in the background of the area, and then just it lines up perfectly because like there's a bit of a break in the music as well, and then you just hear the thing take off on the second launch, and it's like, oh, that's this, just inject it, inject it right here, just in my veins. Like,
just the LSM, like,
yes,
like, oh yeah,
yeah.
It's awesome.
That's how I feel, weirdly enough, about Cheetah Hunt. Like, it's got the first launch, particularly out of the station, has such a weird toilet bowl sound to it. It's like a sucking kind of sound, and it's so weird, but it scratches an itch.
I think I can't remember it like just like right now, but I think I have noticed like that sound before, like on the first, on the very first launch.
It's something a little different. I'll have to go find a recording or something. But it's fun.
But yeah. It's so funny comparing Velocicoaster's second launch to Terran's second launch, because I think I can't place one over the other, because there are things about Velocicoaster. They appear to me as different personalities, and of which I love both. Velocicoaster seems a lot more flashy and braggadocious and like grandiose, whereas Terran's is just straight up angry. like Terran's second launch is just pissed off at the world. And at night, with the entire launch track lit up red, and then there's smoke just dumped all into the trench as well, it just feels like, I can't remember if I was told by someone that Terran at night is basically just an emo kid. Just angry at the world. I was like, or if I had that thought myself, but I'm just like, yeah. yeah, it is.
As an emo kid, I don't know if I take offense to this or not.
What, Terran?
No.
You should love that someone called Terran that.
I just thought it was kind of funny.
But
I'm like, wait a second. I am an emo kid. Maybe that's why I have Terran rank so high.
Maybe that's why you love it so much.
Yeah, maybe.
Mikhail, I can't get over the fact that you described Velocicoaster as braggadocious.
That's like the second launch specifically. That's how it feels to me, because like the I don't know, it just feels flashy to me. Like the lights are a bit more harsh, in the sense of like when they change from blue to red and everything, and they're just, in comparison to Terran's launch, where it's like the lighting is softer and it's more ambient, whereas the light fixtures on Velocicoaster's launch tunnel are much more like there's no diffusion.
They're industrial.
Yeah. Much more industrial. Yeah. There's no like light diffusion or anything. It's just like the bare bulbs, like that like have like the highlights, and like just like the lighting is more harsh. There's no ambient like mist or fog like diffusing the light or anything. It just feels more flashy and like, hey, look at what I'm about to do. a little bit.
So I don't think I've ever noticed the lighting in the launch tunnel. I'm just I'm just so blown back by the launch. I feel like I'm in and out so quickly, like I don't have time to see anything.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, I have been to I've been to Universal now every year apart from 2024, I think. Apart from 2024, every year since Velocicoaster opened, and being able to at some point, at some time, like during the trip, just marathon the thing. and I mean, Velocicoaster is the coaster that is the very first coaster that I followed in construction, like pretty much every single little detail from start to finish. It is definitely the coaster that I have paid the most like granular attention to. There are there's a lot that I could go into at to an obnoxious level that I will not do on a podcast.
I was gonna say, before you do that,
yeah.
we probably need to get back to listener questions that we have.
Yeah.
For sure. That was quite the tangent.
A little bit. It was sufficiently nerdy though.
I hope it scratched the itch in somebody's brain who.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah.
It was a pretty wide range.
Of course, I got a phone call literally right now. Sorry, Alex.
I can read this one from Coaster Cuzzies. He asked, have you been an enthusiast for a while? And if so, what were some of your early inspirations to create this style of print media?
Enthusiast for a while, yes. So I grew up going to Silver Dollar City. Was obsessed with Wildfire for a long time.
Same.
Oh, hi, Allison.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I consider Wildfire my zero coaster, even though it's not the one that got me into coasters.
My actual zero coaster is Wildfire.
Winning.
I used to have it as my number one just for sentimental reasons, but whatever. But no, have been an enthusiast, and the things that inspired me specifically to create something like this in print is when I think I started noticing the effort that went into park design and branding, and how important all of those details are in your experience with a ride or a park in general. And the more and more I appreciated that, the more and more I wanted to make something that also took time and effort and was specific and like fun to look at. And that could be a good home for like those smaller things that I was noticing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it was a way for me to just further appreciate my experiences in parks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you count credits? Do we ask that?
We did not.
I'm just curious.
I do count. Yeah. I think there's a few from like early life though that have slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
There's a kiddie park north of me that I know I've been to at least a few times in my life, but did I ride the Dragon Wagon?
Who knows?
I don't know.
What is your count, by the way, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, I'm very low. I'm at 191 right now.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm crazy with mine, so don't,
yes, you are.
Don't compare to me.
I just recently started putting effort into like traveling and experiencing that sort of thing again. It wasn't until 2022, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've gone way up from my coaster count of 70 in 2022, I think. So
Yeah.
we're getting up there, but I'm slowly marking parks off my bucket list and trying to get through quite a few of the American ones before I head over to Europe or Japan. But one of those is going to happen pretty soon.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's a lot of the trajectory of U.S. resident coaster enthusiasts. We get a lot here domestically, and then start to go to either Europe or Japan. Are usually
it's always
usually the first two. Not always. There are exceptions, but
yeah,
a lot of time it's
there's just so much to do in Europe and Japan anyway. That's not coaster related. So
yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Japan is awesome. Apparently, I've not been there, but Japan seems awesome outside of coasters, just in general. And I know Europe is awesome. The countries I've been to,
Yeah, my
So
partner spent quite a bit of time in Japan, and he's always telling me that we need to make it a priority to get back there. And I want to go for the parks, and he wants to go back to the historic sites and shrines and whatnot. And it just all looks incredible. And the trains.
oh yeah,
Yep.
bullet trains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah, 191 credit count.
pretty solid though. It's pretty solid.
What are you at right now, Mikhail? Credit count wise.
Credit count?
Yeah.
468.
Okay.
468.
What are you at, Allison?
797.
Wow.
I don't know if I said mine, but
No, you have. We've said it a couple times.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
When you get up to those numbers, do you still have the ability to like look back and remember your ride on all of those? Like, are you able to look back and remember, like, oh yes, this crazy mouse at the fair, like I remember my ride on that.
There's some coasters on my list that I know I've been on them, but I have zero recollection.
Yeah, because even same with me, like smaller ones like at fairs and stuff.
No, even like major ones, like Disaster Transport. I know I went on it. I remember zero about it. Hydra is another one. I know I've been on it.
I don't know if I'm different, but there are 3 that I can point out that I definitely do not remember. I know I went on them, but I don't remember them. Those are Roller Soaker, Super Duper Looper, and Comet at Hershey Park, because despite being back to Hershey since 2011, I have not gotten back on Super Duper Looper or Comet since then.
What? Super Duper Looper is...
I know. It just always slips through the cracks every time I'm there because I have the credit and I'm like, I always run out of time. I need to get back on it. But beyond that, unless it's like a specific like Wacky Worm or Dragon Wagon, Python Pit, unless it's one of those, I usually remember it pretty well.
There are a few rides that I feel like I either didn't get a great experience on, or I just wasn't like super with it that day. But I was updating my credit list after I got back from Epic, and I looked back and remembered that I rode Twisted Cyclone at Over Georgia, and I had just completely forgotten that I ever got on that ride, or that ride even existed. And I like was spending time trying to remember what it felt like. And the only thing I could come away with was slow. And like that was the only thought. But I'm pretty good about remembering most everything.
Yeah,
I think for me, it's like clones that I forget usually.
Yeah.
Especially the small ones. Like I couldn't tell you every SBF Visa figure 8 I've been on. I don't know.
Yeah, but, I definitely have rides that I either know I've been on, but just remember nothing about them, or like can't fully remember if I actually got the credit or not. Just in my, history of visiting that park, whatever that might be. Orion was one of those until like a month ago, where I knew I had the credit already, but remembered nothing about the coaster at all. So when we got back to Kings Island, I was telling everyone, I was just like, I want to ride Orion this day, purely just to remind myself of what this thing actually does. Because I had no recollection of how, like what it focused on, how I felt about the ride at all, and it's a fun one. It's a fun one.
Yeah, I like Orion a lot.
It's fine.
I do like it.
I think it's more than fun.
It's fun. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It's better than Diamondback.
I disagree.
I am a notorious Diamondback hater, to be fair.
I'm not even a Diamondback hater. I do agree that I like Orion more, but I also love Diamondback.
I like repetitive airtime. So Diamondback's always going.
Yeah, Diamondback's great for that.
You got any more questions?
We have a few. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go to read the sheet.
I thought Mikhail was about to read one.
No, I was just looking. I was just trying to choose one to read. I guess Did you have you covered any that
No, they're
I
all
missed?
highlighted.
Okay.
We're good.
I guess Brambo has um a question that might spark off another like 45-minute conversation.
Mike just asked me how's the recording going.
He said, "Has the rise of AI changed the way that you approach your work at all?"
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're such in an interesting time with AI. I'm not a big fan at all. At all, actually.
Can happily say neither are we.
Not not
Nope.
just because of the environmental impacts, but I am actively seeing tools like that take away jobs in my industry, and it's very frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but from
Yep.
from
Can't relate.
from just a creative standpoint, I think I don't I don't want to just copy and paste what someone else has said, but Kane Parsons, guy behind the back rooms, said it really well
Yeah.
recently when he was like, "What would be the point anymore if I'm just using AI to
Yeah.
create my work?" It really does just kind of take the fun out of making something. It does for me at least, and so it has not changed how I approach like creating a project, um, because I'm not using generative AI tools, but it has changed the way I think about marketing a product to people.
Yeah.
Specifically in the fact that when I mean, it feels like the online discourse around this topic has gotten so hot so recently. It may be due to because the Utah data center proposition blew up so much, but I know in my circle, like, it's just exploded over the past month or so. But more and more, I feel like it's important to show people the way that you're making things.
Yeah.
And perhaps that's also just because I work in marketing. And so I'm thinking from a promotional standpoint of, oh, I want my audience and the people who engage with us to know that this was a genuine effort from me. And I put, myself into this versus just this is content for you to consume. And I want you to click the link and buy something from me. So it's definitely changed the way that I want to present and market my own projects to other people, because I do want them to know that they're a genuine effort.
I think a great way to look at AI is like the beauty of images, of pictures, of a camera is that you're capturing a moment in time, like one specific moment in time that was real and it happened and it was an experience. Why would I want a slop recreation of that doesn't there's no emotion to it, there's no connection to it, it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. And as
not to
much
go too deep in, but
no, I agree. I mean, and right now, obviously, generative AI is really good at creating visuals that look like something. Like, they can have distinct styles. Like, sometimes it's hard to tell if they're real or not. But they haven't mastered the imperfection
Yes.
that just comes with human art.
Yes.
And you can always look at something that a human made and go, yeah, like, I wish they would have just like spot healed that, or like maybe shifted the camera like another inch to the right or something. And like, there's always imperfection there, and it just adds so much that you didn't know you liked until you see something that AI generated, and you're like, well, that is good, and I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's photographers out there specifically that are very, very good at highlighting imperfections in their photography as the main feature, and it just becomes wildly interesting. Mike the Finder, a really good Disney World photographer, just does this so expertly. Like, all of his photos, like, technically, they're imperfect, but the longer you look at them, the more it just pops out and becomes like an entire world. It's incredible.
What was the name you said? I want to look that up.
Mike the Finder.
Is it on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, he does other like Florida-based photography as well. He's got some stuff from Funspot Kissimmee that is just a lot of fun. I don't know. I like his work.
Huh. Of course, Jen and Laurel.
Yeah, he's been dabbling in film recently.
That
And,
explains that.
yeah.
And I will follow too. Live on air.
Now it makes sense. Yeah, no, like it really is the imperfections that I think is the biggest separator between something that has human input and human connection and human vulnerability, really, as opposed to input as opposed to fundamental mistakes,
Yeah.
as like in an image. Once you
Mhm.
once you see the fundamental mistakes, and like positional mistakes in an image, it's like it's such a telltale of something being created by AI that has no sort of yeah no sort of emotional touch to the actual imperfections. It's just a blanket mistake, and that should not ever really be made by something that is made by humans. That is, and it just feels like like the image instantly feels hollow at that point. and
Mhm.
and I think it's the the uh the imperfections of, like you said, oh, that there's just one thing. For example, there's just like one thing in there that could be, spot removed, or spot removed in Lightroom or something like that. That that provide a lot of the substance, of like the human input and how somebody else saw that frame. That it's like it injects so much character that you can't really describe like too well, but like it's there when it's
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I think that hollowness that we see in AI imagery, like that perfection, is also a driving factor in like younger artists and creatives looking at their own work and being afraid to share it, because there's a system of second guessing that I think is happening in a lot of younger people's minds, where they're looking at those perfect AI generated images and looking at their own stuff, which is going to be filled with imperfections, and they can't reconcile the difference between them, and it makes them more scared to show people what they've made,
Yeah,
because they're seeing so much of what that has made,
exactly.
and it's perfect. Uh,
And I
and
think
I think that's
yeah, and
just to say it's unfortunate.
yeah, yeah, and I think there are, I guess, in the space of commercial photography and branding and lifestyle photography, I definitely think there are photographers that are really well aware and well versed in exactly what can separate um, great work from AI generated work that is trying to look perfect and failing at it. Um, especially in being able, especially in capturing humans and capturing like actual, like proper fleeting, sometimes human moments. There's a couple that I take inspiration from, here, based in Vancouver, that focus on um like real portraits, showing like presence of moment and character,
Mhm.
and like lifestyle photos that you can actually relate to as well, and
Yeah.
a real awareness of the fact that that can't be manufactured by some data center or by some machine or something.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But yeah, no, I guess to uh, get through the rest of these. Uh, what does that say? Oh, from
Oh,
Liam.
yeah. Are you looking at Liam's? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can read that.
I hope he probably wants me to read it. What he said
Oh,
that
okay.
I have to call you Sasa. That was a requirement by him.
Okay.
He said, "What's your favorite coaster with an Immelman?"
Oh, easy wildfire.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was yours.
I could tell you a horrible coaster with an Immelman. Cobra at Gieselwind. That's 3 episodes.
Is this just your new goal to?
I don't know. I didn't even mean to do that. I was just, when I saw that question, I was like, that's a bad one.
I don't even think about Immelmans that much.
I'm sure Liam will love to hear that.
Well,
It's fine.
well,
He
I've got
doesn't
some
listen to
words
the
for Liam. Yeah.
How much do you think of images, though?
A lot, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Speaking of, we have one more of our own questions, and
Oh, I was gonna save it. I was gonna save it.
well.
I was gonna save it.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was
Well,
gonna save it.
okay. Then
That'll be a good
we'll
question.
wait. We'll wait a minute.
Yeah.
It'll be an
Well, no, because there's only one other question I want to ask, and it's going to be
There
the end
is
of the
one other
episode.
I feel like kind of scared now.
Yeah. No, it's not a scary question.
No, it's not.
So I guess Solar Coaster then asks, where can he or anybody else get the magazines?
Oh, easy. You go
Yeah.
to ParkDayMagazine.com. ParkDayMagazine.com.
ParkDayMagazine.com.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird system. Right now, the magazine is available through Blurb. Blurb is a print-on-demand service. One of the only print-on-demand services that puts out some like really high-quality product. But it is their web store where ParkDay is hosted. So you'll go to our website, which is branded as ParkDay, but to purchase it, it'll just link you off to the Blurb bookstore, where you can order, and they will print a copy on demand for you and ship it to your doorstep.
Nice.
And you can also follow us on Instagram, and I'll put out lots of posts telling you where to buy the magazine.
Yeah. It should be tagged and everything and all
For the fifth mention, what about Machines Above Us?
that.
That is also available on the Blurb bookstore, and I think there's definitely a link in my Mid-Course Blues bio. That's my personal roller coaster account, and I have a ParkDay one for the magazine. But yeah, there's a link. You can find it.
Yeah, we'll link all this in the episode.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while since I've thought about that one specifically. So I want to say that there's a link in my Mid-Course Blues bio, but I could be wrong. I did get like some random order from the UK the other day for Machines Above Us, and I was just
It would be funny if I still lived in the UK.
I was just a little confused. I was like, I haven't been promoting this or anything. That book is $110 to print, like from the UK. Just like, or I'm happy that they did. I'm just like wondering why.
The one order as well. Just like that's
just the one.
That's
Yeah.
really random. Oh yeah. Okay, so
saving yours for last.
Yeah, the last question I wanted to ask is one that I always like to ask photographers because of the juxtaposition of having taken so many photos versus having such a strong connection to one, maybe, well, a couple of photos that you've taken, or just one. The question being, do you have a favorite photo you've ever taken?
That I've ever taken. Well, kind of like when people ask me if I have a favorite coaster, I like to say no because ranking and evaluating things that I enjoy is just kind of stressful for me. But I would
Yeah,
say
that's fair.
I would say there is a favorite photo that I have taken. It's my current favorite photo. Do you want my favorite photo or my favorite photo that I've taken at a theme park? Because they're different.
Do we have time for both, Allison?
Depends on how talkative you guys are.
So I'll do the theme park
Yeah,
one.
the theme park one.
Yeah, there is a photo. I was at Silver Dollar City. Of course, it's going to be a Silver Dollar City photo on a very rainy, foggy day, and out on Wildfire's deck. The Cobra Roll is just like shrouded in fog. Everything's just like a blown out world of white, and there's one little kid like standing at the corner of the deck, looking up at the Cobra Roll as it's like rolling through. And I just
sounds good.
I don't know. I like that photo. It's very simple to look at. It is not flashy at all, but it's probably my favorite.
Now I must scroll the Instagram to find it.
Oh, you're gonna have to scroll a long time.
Oh, really?
I was gonna say, please throw that in the theme park photography Discord.
I was
just
I was noticing in the previews on Blurb of your book that there are a couple of you on the foggy day with wildfires at the same.
Yeah, that was the same day. Same day.
Okay.
Yeah. Mikhail Ian was there with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he took the photo of me that's in the book.
Oh, yeah, the one with your eyes closed.
Yeah, I always have my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
No.
It's funny. I showed my mom, and she commented the same thing. She was like, "Why are your eyes closed? Why would she use that photo?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just close my eyes when I smile."
Say like I'm seeing it in the blurb, like the preview. It's a good picture. It's a great picture.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
Yeah, I didn't even think about your eyes being closed, honestly, until you said something.
Well, like I kind of looked at it and was just like, I liked the fact, because I guess that is a reaction that like people usually have, like if someone's eyes are closed in the photo, just like, why are your eyes closed? Take another one. But then I liked the idea that you decided to include it anyway, and it's like I'm in my element. Like,
yeah, I do think it's a more natural portrayal of myself. Yeah, I think that's probably how people see me.
There's a lot of natural expression in that.
Yeah. I also am very, very uncomfortable being on the other side of the camera most of the time. So the fact that I let Ian point his camera at me and take that photo.
The fact that you went out kind of on a whim and got pictures for the episode art for me.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just part of my daily routine. Roll into the office, grab a coworker. Hey, photograph me with my product.
I was very impressed by those.
It was like a weirdly surreal morning when I had to do that. It was foggy and strangely cold for Oklahoma in June.
So I believe that brings us to the end of the episode.
Thanks, Jen.
We made it.
I'm just going to say that every single time you say it.
Yeah, it works out.
No, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this thanks you for having me on. I'm glad I got to talk about what I do for fun.
Yeah. Thanks
for penciling us in very quickly, because my other episode I was going to record this week fell through. So
I thought it sounded like fun. I wasn't doing anything.
No, perfect fit for this podcast. Kind of everything I envision.
Yeah,
this
everyone who's listening, go order a ParkDay Magazine, see if you like it, and then send some of your own photos in.
Yeah. Well,
I might have to do that now.
I know. I got to figure out something to submit too. Mm-hmm. I don't even take a lot of pictures, but
yeah. Well, we have like a dual system right now. Like I have people submit for showcases, and I have people submit for our like reader snapshot gallery, where it's just like a one-off. Like, hey, I took this really cool photo. It's not part of a themed set or anything, but I still want it shown, and that gets a little section in the back of the magazine. The full feature sections, though, we pay a share of the profits out to the creators, so there's a little more effort that goes into that.
Yeah, when Laurel told me about the magazine, I had a quick look through, and I saw that the showcase submissions, I was like, I definitely have a few different like sets of stuff that I could submit. So,
Yeah, why don't you?
yeah.
Do it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Sam, for joining us, talking about everything.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is only 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is good for us.
Yeah.
That's a marathon podcast.
There we go.
Our episodes have been getting a lot longer.
Yeah.
No, thank you, and thank you to all of our listeners who continue to support us, and hopefully we'll continue to support Sam as well. Special shout out to our Patreon members. Got to give them a shout out. Thank you to Chris, Jeff, and Alexander for your support every month. I will have sticker packs out soon, I swear. But yeah, hashtag keep thinking inverted, and we will see y'all next time.
Hashtag keep thinking inverted.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
My really stupid hashtag that I can't think of anything.
It's really good. I don't know why she doesn't like it.
It's really
Okay.
hashtag see the world from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Bye.